Hello everyone, let's start with roles of nucleic acids. Biological roles of nucleic acids in detail. Nucleic acids are biological macromolecules that are responsible for sorting, transmitting, and expressing genetic information in living organisms. There are two types of nucleic acids: deoxyribonucleic acids and ribonucleic acid. Here are some of the biological roles. Sorting genetic information. DNA is responsible for sorting genetic information in the form of genetic code. This code is made up of a sequence of nucleotides which are the building blocks of DNA. The order of these nucleotides determine the genetic information that is passed on from one generation to the next. Transmitting genetic information. DNA is transmitted from one generation to the next through a process called DNA replication. During DNA replication, the double-stranded DNA molecules unwind and each strand serves as a template for the synthesis of a new complementary strand. This results in the two identical copies of the original DNA molecule, which can be passed on to the next generation. Protein biosynthesis. RNA plays a crucial role in protein synthesis. The genetic information stored in the DNA is transcribed into RNA, which is then translated into proteins. There are some three types of RNA involved in this process, like messenger RNA, transfer RNA, and ribosomal RNA. mRNA carries the genetic information from DNA to ribosomes, where it is translated into a specific sequence of amino acids. tRNA brings the appropriate amino acids to the ribosomes, and rRNA helps to form the structure of the ribosome. Regulation of gene expression. Both DNA and RNA play a role in regulating gene expression. DNA can be modified by the action or removal of chemical groups, which can be affected and whether or not a gene is expressed. RNA molecules can also be modified by the addition of chemical groups, which can affect their stability and ability to be translated into proteins. Energy storage. Nucleotides can also be used as a source of energy. Adenosine triphosphate is a nucleotide that is used as an energy source in cells. ATP stores energy in the form of chemical bonds, which can be broken into release energy for cellular processes. Nucleic acids play a critical role in the storage, transmission, and expression of genetic information, as well as in the regulation of gene expression and energy storage in cells. Vitamins and cofactors. Vitamins are essential organic compounds required in small amounts for proper physiological function. Some vitamins function as cofactors, which are the molecules that assist enzymes in catalytic reactions. Cofactors are often required for enzyme activity, and without them, many essential reactions in the body could not occur. Here are some examples of vitamins as cofactors. First is the vitamin B1 or thiamine. Thiamine is a cofactor for enzymes involved in carbohydrate metabolism. It is required for the conversion of pyruvate to acetyl-CoA, which is the starting point of the citric acid cycle. First one is the vitamin thiamine. Thiamine is a cofactor for enzymes involved in carbohydrate metabolism. It is required for the conversion of pyruvate to acetyl-CoA, which is the starting point for the citric acid cycle. Thiamine is also required for the breakdown of glucose and the synthesis of nucleotides. Next is the vitamin B2, riboflavin. Thiamine is a cofactor for enzymes involved in carbohydrate metabolism. It is required for the conversion of pyruvate to acetyl-CoA, which is the starting point of the citric acid cycle. Thiamine is also required for the breakdown of glucose and the synthesis of nucleotides. And now let's learn about riboflavin. Riboflavin is a cofactor for enzymes involved in the metabolism of fats, carbohydrates, and amino acids. It is required for the synthesis of AD and FMN, and which are the important cofactors for many enzymes involved in cellular respiration. Vitamin B3, niacin. Niacin is a precursor to the coenzyme NAD+, which is required for many important oxidation reduction reactions in the body. Niacin is also important for the metabolism of fats, carbohydrates, and proteins. Vitamin B6, pyridoxine. Pyridoxine is a cofactor for enzymes involved in the metabolism of amino acids. It is required for the synthesis of neurotransmitters such as serotonin and dopamine, and it is also involved in the synthesis of heme, which is an important component of hemoglobin. Next, biotin. Biotin is a cofactor for enzymes involved in the metabolism of carbohydrates, fats, and amino acids. It is required for the synthesis of glucose and fatty acids, and it is also involved in the breakdown of certain amino acids. Next, folate. Folate is a cofactor for enzymes involved in the synthesis of DNA and RNA. It is required for the production of red blood cells, and it is also important for fetal development during pregnancy. Vitamin B12, cobalamin. Cobalamin is a cofactor for enzymes involved in the metabolism of amino acids and fatty acids. It is also required for the synthesis of nucleotides and the production of red blood cells. Next, ascorbic acid. Ascorbic acid is a cofactor for enzymes involved in the synthesis of collagen. It is an important component of connective tissue. It is also a powerful antioxidant which helps to prevent cells from damage by free radicals. In summary, vitamins play an essential role as cofactors in many important enzymatic reactions in the body. They are required for the metabolism of carbohydrates, fats, and amino acids, and synthesis of DNA and RNA, and are in the production of red blood cells. So that's about vitamins. Next is about bioenergetics, laws of thermodynamics and biological system, enthalpy, entropy, free energy concept. Bioenergetics is the study of energy flow in biological systems. The laws of thermodynamics provide a framework for understanding the principles and energy transfer in living organisms. The first law of thermodynamics states that energy can neither be created nor be destroyed, but it can be converted from one form to another. This means that in the biological systems, the energy contained within food particles or molecules converted into another forms of energy, such as mechanical energy or heat. The second law of thermodynamics states that in any energy transfer, the amount of useful energy decreases, the amount of disorder or entropy increases. This means that the energy transformations in biological systems are not 100% efficient, and some energy is lost as heat. As a result, living organisms require a constant input of energy to maintain their highly ordered structure. Enthalpy is a measure of the total heat content of the system. In biological systems, enthalpy changes are often associated with chemical reactions such as the breakdown of glucose during cellular respiration. During this process, the enthalpy of the glucose is released and converted into other forms of energy. Entropy is a measure of the disorder or randomness of a system. In biological system, entropy can be increased by physical processes such as diffusion or the movement of molecules across a membrane. Entropy can also be increased by chemical reactions that break down complex molecules into simpler ones.